Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now H.A. on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action now. May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the foul part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Stroud working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown! And Xavier Worthy with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw, May. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
It does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Brought down back at the 32.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jason Sanders run for the field goal. A 49-yard.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A handoff running right, Garendo. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him, over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Handoff here, Garendo. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Stroud out of the gun here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, May. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense going in this first half, and now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On the give, it's Garindo. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And Stroud now to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Mounties have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Able to shake him off. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go again here with Wright.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May.
And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
In motion, Hill.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's May.
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And they go play action with May.
On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
From the shotgun, May with it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
From the gun on third down is May. That is caught.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down.
And the Mounties have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston.
Xavier Worthy.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans are once again back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see the franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flushed out right. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
They'll run with Guerrero.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Texans!
Isaac Guerrero.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Texans 27, Monkeys 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A big play there. 41 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
To the air, May.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Good for 8.
To throw, it's May.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Drake May.
From 17 yards out.
And the Mounties have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again, it's Garendo.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that last carry will do it. He is officially now the all-time NFL record holder for most rushing yards in a single season. Historic, unbelievable. What an accomplishment.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Second down and 3. A give running left now, Garendo.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Garendo.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
On the ground, here's Garendo.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Xavier Worthy
from 3 yards out.
And the Texans will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Texans 34, Monkeys 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Play action. May. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Elijah Higgins with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Mounties have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Stroud to throw it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On the handoff, it's right.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
2nd down and 8. They go play action now. May.
They're going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now it's Garindo.
Well, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the move past the 40. He's into space past the 25.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Stroud.
Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. As Stroud now to throw.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Isaac Guerrero.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. May.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Under pressure, they got him again.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with May.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
He's still on his feet. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week.
Meanwhile, for Louisville,
this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And
tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my day, I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sick one. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, gotta game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy,